Hi, this is John from SOS, and this is going to be an overview of the Canvasser SOS Salesforce application. What problems does Canvasser SOS solve? First of all, it allows you to assign staff to visit selected contacts efficiently based on a home mailing address. Secondly, it allows you to create a survey for canvassing questions using native Salesforce field creation. It also allows you to view contacts on a map with map points that visually show contact status. In addition, you can track history of visits, you can easily report on the most recent responses, and you can view notes history, all from your phone. So let's take a look at what things will appear to be on your mobile application, either your iPhone or your Android, using Salesforce 1. This is the map that you'll see with the group of contacts you plan to visit. This is considered a packet, and I will show you in a few minutes how you create packets. If you look at each of these different icons, they represent a different contact. You can click on any of those and go directly to a survey. On the survey, these fields are customizable. You can add any different field that you like. You always have a result, which will change how the icons appear after the visit is completed. This is an assessment, rating how interested this particular contact is. And if you want, you can have an assessment date, whether they signed a card in this case, and again, the date that that card was signed, and any notes that you would like. You can click submit, and you'll notice that after you click submit, the icon has changed from a blue to a check mark. And again, these icons are dependent on the result field. So if I click here and I made the result that they refused, you'll see that the icon will change to an X. This allows your canvassers or your staff to be visiting in the same location and know, since this is real-time data, who has been visited and who has not been visited at any given time. These are packets, and you can look at them in a list view, and you can toggle back to the map view. Each organizer or staff person is assigned to one or more projects and packets. So this is a sample of a project group. This is a project, and these are the different packets. And they are based on geography, on certain variables that you add into your project groups and projects. So that's the baked cake. Let's take a look at how we created those project groups and those projects and packets. We're going to go over to our browser, and everything starts with a report. So if we look at reports, you'll see that in this project group, we have this particular report ID. So if we take a look at that report, it's over here. You'll see that in Salesforce, there's always a unique ID for every page that gets rendered. And you just take that and copy it over into your project group. This is a very simple report with just every contact whose account name or employer starts with altered for altered states. So we take that ID and we add it into the report ID of the project group. Within the project group, we can then also create a project. This is a sample of a project. We stated in the project a starting address and the number of contacts we wanted per packet. We also established a radius around that given address so that we can remove any outliers. You don't usually want your staff traveling way out from a specific space because that's inefficient. So this allows you to remove, if you want, any outliers that are beyond a certain distance from your starting point. So in your project groups, once you've established your project, you've created your report, you also will want to create a survey. The surveys are what renders when you're in your Salesforce 1 and you click on your contact and you click on the survey button. So it knows what questions you have here based on the survey. We've used this survey called Contact Sheet. And you'll see this is created by just copying the API names for certain fields within the visit object. I won't go into too many details right now about how to create a field in Salesforce, but essentially you're just adding fields and copying and pasting the names of those fields into this form. And that is what renders your survey. Every project group is related to one survey, and you can have many project groups going on in the same database depending on the work and the contacts you want to visit. So you have within your project group a report and a survey. And then the next step is to create your project. And the project, again, shows you a starting location, a radius, and the number of packets. All you have to do once you've set up those couple of variables is click Import Contacts, wait a few minutes, and then click Create Packets, and then immediately when you're in your Salesforce 1 or your Staffar and you click over to Canvasser, you will get to your packets. So those project groups and packets and projects are all what is rendered on this form and saved. In this, again, we chose to have only 5 contacts per packet, and that's why when we apply the filter, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a very quick summary of the Canvasser SOS. If you have questions, please go to our website at strategicorganizingsystems.com. And if you want to download a free 30-day trial, just go to Solutions and click on the Click Here to get a full trial version. And that will bring you to our App Exchange listing. And you can click on the Get It Now button and you're off to the races.